Hi, 6th grade. Welcome to week 2 of our virtual learning. Today we're looking at lesson 18, which has to do with least common multiples and greatest common factors. So the first thing in your packets is one of your guided note pages, 7.2 prime factorization. So we're going to do this first, just as a quick review, okay? So first starting out with prime number. A prime number, let's see, a prime number is a number that is greater than 1 and has blank 2 factors 1 in itself. Has exactly 2 factors 1 and itself. Okay, so remember here the number 1 is special. Right? It's neither prime nor composite. Prime numbers are the building blocks of all numbers. All right. So today we're going to talk about finding the prime factorization of numbers. So the first number we're going to start out with is the number 600. Okay, and we're going to do this 2 different ways. Going forward, we're going to get into the habit of doing the latter way, but we'll see. You can see the tree diagram as well. So we're going to start with the number 600, and we're doing upside down division. All right, so we're starting with the lowest prime number, which is 2. So is 600 divisible by 2? Yes. 600 divided by 2 gives me 300. Again, starting with the lowest prime number, 2. Is 300 divisible by 2? Yes. Half of 300 is 150. Same question again. Is 150 divisible by 2? Yes, it is. Half of 150 is 75. All right, so now I say, is 75 divisible by 2? Well, no, it is not. So I go to the next prime number, which is, what do you think? 3, right? So is 75 divisible by 3? Yes. 75 divided by 3 is 25. Okay, so now I start again. Is 25 divisible by 2? No. Is it divisible by 3? No. What's my next prime number? Well, my next prime number is 5. That's right. So is 25 divisible by 5? It is. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. Down here, I'm left with this prime number, which means I'm done. Okay. Going to the tree diagram. I don't use this way often, so let's see if we can do it. So 600, again, divisible by 2. Yes. 2 times 300 is 600. Okay. I can branch that off. Is 300 divisible by 2? Yes. 150 times 2 is 300. Okay. Dividing by 2 again gives me 75. Okay, so now I can't divide that, but it is divisible by 3. 3 times 25 is 75, which leads me down to 5 times 5. Writing this as prime factorization, all right, so either way is fine. We've got these ones out here, but we'll use this one over here. So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. Okay? So writing this in our proper notation, this is going to be 2 to the 3rd power, 2 times 2 times 2, times 3 times 5 to the 2nd power. That is my prime factorization for 600. 2 cubed times 3 times 5 squared. And this here means to divide. Okay? All right, down here, find the prime factorization of these numbers. So we're going to start with 32. Question number 1, is 32 divisible by 2? Yes. Okay, what is half of 32? 16. Okay, is 16 divisible by 2? Yes. Half of 16 is 8. Is 8 divisible by 2? Yes. Half of 8 is 4. Is 4 divisible by 2? Yes, it is. So my prime factorization is 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fifth power. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. All right. Next one, 132. Is 132 divisible by 2? Yes, because it is even. All right, so what is half of 132? 66. Okay. Is 66 divisible by 2? Yes, because it is even. What is half of 66? Well, that's 33. Is 33 divisible by 2? No, because it is not even. My next prime number would be 3. Is 33 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. 33 divided by 3 is 11. So prime factorization is 2 to the second power times 3 times 11. 2 times 2 times 3 times 11 equals 132. All right, next, 144. Is 144 divisible by 2? Yes, because it is even. All right, so half of 144 is 72. Is 72 divisible by 2? Yes, because it is even. Half of 72 is 36. Is 36 divisible by 2? Yes, because it is even. Half of 36 is 18. So is that divisible by 2? Yes, it is. Half of 18 is 9. Is 9 divisible by 2? No. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. 3 times. Prime factorization is going to be 2 to the fourth power times 3 squared, or 3 to the second power. Okay, that's prime factorization for one number. All right, so I wanted to give us that review before we got into lesson 18. So let's go ahead and flip over to your guided practice. So I'd like you guys to pause your video here and then come back and see if you got your answers correct. All right, go ahead and pause and then come back. All right, welcome back. I hope you guys solved these problems. It gives us a lot of practice on prime factorization and on our order of operations. So here we go. What is the prime factorization of 70? Doing upside down division, we would have found out that 2 times 5 times 7 is the prime factorization for 70. I do not like that they did these backwards. It's really good to get in the habit of writing them from lowest to highest, least to greatest, okay? Number 2, which expression is equivalent to 2 squared plus 3 times 4? Well, the first thing I need to do is solve that. Following order of operations, remember, we've got to do exponents first. There's no parentheses, so exponents next. Okay, so then I would get 4 plus 3 times 4. Next order of operations says we have to multiply before we add. Okay, so this would be 12 plus 4, which would equal 16. Okay, it gets a little messy down here. Solving for A. Well, 6 squared, remember, is 6 times 6, which is 36, minus 30 times 3 plus 1. Well, the next step I'd have to do, it's a little hard to read, I'm sorry. 36 minus 30 times 3 plus 1. Well, the next step would be to multiply. So this is 36 minus 90 plus 1 gives me negative 53. Nope. Let's go over here. So here I've got to do my multiplying first, then adding and subtracting. So multiplying here, I got 6, rewriting the rest of the problem, plus 12 times 2 minus 3. Don't want to miss any steps. Okay, so next step would be in here to do the multiplying. So 6 plus 24 minus 3, give me 30 minus 3, which is 27. That does not work out either. Letter B. 4 squared is 16, 4 times 4. The next step after that would be to do this multiplying. 0 times 12 is 0 minus 4. 16 plus 0 minus 4 gives me 12. Not the right answer. And finally, 9 times 2 plus 25 divided by 25 minus 7 plus 1. Order of operations, multiplying first. So this is 18. So 18 plus 25 divided by 5 minus 7 times 1. Next would be to divide. I multiply and divide in the same step, left to right. So then 18 plus 5 minus 7 times 1. Now I got to do the multiplying. 18 plus 5 minus 7 gives me 23 minus 7, which equals 16. The answer is D. Okay, number 3. A student must write an expression equivalent to the one below. So this one here, 3 squared is 9, minus 4 times 2. Next step would be to multiply. 9 minus 8 equals 1. So I need to find something that equals 1. Solving all of these out, we find that A equals 1, B was negative 12, C was 15, and D was 74. 74. Okay, so I would solve those out, get that practice. Okay, that was a few chapters ago where we did that kind of stuff. Then we're at the bottom, number 4. What is the prime factorization of, oh, not the last one, sorry, of 99? Upside down division told me it's 3 squared times 11. Okay, and number 4, Mr. Morton showed students part of the prime factorization of 126. One factor is missing. What number completes this prime factorization? Upside down division tells me it's 2 times 3 squared times 7. 7 is my missing factor. All right, that wraps up our 7.2 review guided practice. See you back here for lesson 18.